is an update on the furnace project. The furnace is still in place because we found out when we tore down the ceiling up here that the dryer vent from when they built the house in the 70s actually just went up into the ceiling, and the whole ceiling was full of lint. So we had to clean that out and run a 3-inch pipe to the outside of the house, and then we moved the bathroom vent fan from there to over here so that we'll have better ventilation, and then there'll be no moisture in here when you take a shower. There'll also be a light in the cover there that will give more light to the shower here, because before there was not very much light from the light all the way over there. So, and then we ran two pipes to the outside of the house, one for a fresh air intake and one for an exhaust. And then we also ripped down the ceiling in the other room, which we'll go in there in a second and check out. And then we cut a hole here for a fresh air or a cold air return that will go into the vent there. And then these pipes up here are to go off of the heating vent, which is on the other side, through the ceiling and out to the hole we cut out here. So there'll be heat down here in the basement, because before, with the 70s architecture, there were no heat ducts down here. So then we tore down the ceiling in the other room so that we would be able to get the ductwork to the outside of the house. Then we also found out they had a fresh air return here, and that was torn, so we'll be replacing that. And then for some reason there was a big ass hole cut in there that was not there for any reason, so we'll be patching that up. And then for a heat duct down here, because there weren't any in the ceiling, we had cut a hole into this, so we'll be repairing that and actually putting a duct in the ceiling when we put it back up. So that's the latest progress. I'll leave another video when things are a little more done. Right now I'll be cleaning up all the sheetrock out of this room so it's not as dusty. And then we will be working on putting the vents in the ceiling to out here, and working on that cold air return. So that is our latest progress with the furnace. So it has taken a few extra days because we had to run the dryer vent, which was a very long dryer run, to the outside of the house, which I'll pause the video here and go outside and you'll be able to see the vent on the side of the house. Okay, here we have the vent on the side of the house for the dryer. As you can see, it's blowing out. The one on the left there is for the exhaust fan in the bathroom, which is not on right now. I'll next go around to the side of the house and show you the exhaust and intake air. Okay, here we have our fresh air intake that we cut in the side of the house that'll run into the furnace. And over here we have our exhaust for the furnace. And then over there is that fresh air intake with that tube that we saw in the little room that was broke. So we'll be replacing that tube, as I said earlier. So that's the progress we have made so far. I will put up another video here after we've made some more progress.